That's good. Hopped on. And the sweater is a clue. The sweater's a clue. I'm trying to give it away right now. Thank y'all for being here. I'm not going to keep you long. There was just something I was so excited to hop on and tell you guys about. At midnight tonight, the Christmas album is being released. Christmas LP number 2. I have to tell you, of all the things that I have done with myself, of all the ways that I have used my time post Hamilton, I hear about that Christmas album almost more than anything. Now, I've made peace with that. I've made peace with the fact that you guys would rather hear me sing Christmas music almost over anything else. Listen, I'm happy that you want to hear me at all. But this Christmas album is really special for lots of reasons. I will, yes, it's pre-order. My publicist, it is available for pre-order tonight at midnight, and you will get 2 instant Grat tracks. One of them is a duet of a song that a lot of you will know already, a duet with the brilliant Cynthia Erivo. I've got so many special guests on this project. My homie, my brilliant, talented friend is one of them. So Cynthia duets with me. That song is available tonight, and also an original. Yes, this album is not all cover tunes. I learned a lot writing Mr. about myself as a writer, and also, I grew as a vocalist. Playing Sam Cooke also grew me as a vocalist. So this album incorporates all that stuff too. So we have an original tune tonight called Snow, Cynthia Erivo duet. Maybe I'll give it away here just because y'all showed up. So put in the chat, what is your favorite song from the first Christmas album? Just so that from the first Christmas album, if you have it, Simply Christmas, what is your favorite track from that? I don't have time to wait, but thank you, bro. Thank you, Simon. We heard a lot from people that Winter Song was a favorite from that first album, and so we went in and we remixed it. We made it better, and Cynthia hopped on it with me. That's the Ingrid Michaelson and Sarah Bareilles tune. So we have a new version of that coming out tonight. Thank you. SKR's here. Stuart K Creative. So anyway, instant grats tonight. Pre-orders available tonight at midnight. I'll be talking about this album a lot. We'll be celebrating a lot. Hopefully lots more to celebrate post November 4th, post November 3rd. But if not, we will, we're gonna be all right. What else do I want to tell you? I want to tell you, that tonight is really just the beginning of this, celebrating this record. It means a lot to me for many different reasons, but I don't have to give all that away right now. Thank you for showing up here in the middle of your day. How y'all doing? You good? Mostly? Healthy? Are you well? I see you, Hamilton fan. Anthony. Hey. We gonna be all right. You know it, Brian. Zoe, thank you. Zoe says she can't stop playing Cold. Cold is still out. Is doing well. I got a video from somebody of the song being played in Mumbai for the first time. Cold. New single with Sia and I is available right now. I hope you guys are enjoying that. We just trying to put out good energy and good vibes in this place, and we hope that some of it finds its way back to us. Thank you. Mayama said she can't stop listening to the record. Okay, so the Christmas album is out tonight at midnight. Be sure to check out the 2 tracks the 2 singles that are gonna be available. Let me know what you think. Pre-order the record. So you can start decorating for Christmas. Put on your Christmas sweater. and get it popping. Thank you guys. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. All right, talk soon.
Hey, there he is.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Let's do it. What's up?
What is good?
How are you? It's so nice to meet you. To let everyone know, this is the first time that we're meeting.
That's right. That's right. We have a mutual friend. We have a few mutual friends in common, and yeah, I got word that you wanted to, celebrate this amazing addition of this Hamilton music into the Peloton universe, which is so wonderful. I'm in the very room. The room is a little messy, but I'm in the room. My Peloton is in this very room. So I haven't done the ride yet, but I will stomach listening to myself sing so that I can do the ride as well.
Oh my God, it's epic. Wait, have you met Robin by chance yet?
No.
Oh my God, just wait. She is incredible, and the ride is off the charts. And Maddie Machikamo is doing a run tonight.
Got it.
So there's 3 of us. I'm so happy. First of all, thank you so much for doing this. I know how incredibly busy you are. So thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Tell me, what's going on with you?
I'm in LA. Let me make sure I'm on the right. I've got like 12 Wi-Fi things in my house. Let me make sure I'm on the right one. If I'm not on the right one, I might disappear and just hop back on when I'm on the right one. 1 second.
Yeah, you look good. You're clear to me. Oh, wait, there you go. Yeah, you froze a little bit.
I'm on the right one. I'm in LA. But I just have to say, Cynthia, my good friend, you must know Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah, well, not very well. I've met her a few times.
Yeah, I mean, Cynthia really, she loves you guys, and really on a film set, Cynthia is the one that the most disciplined among us. That is, like, she's up at 4. If we have a 6 a.m. call, Cynthia's up at 4 on her Peloton, doing her ride. So anyway, but thank you guys for all that you've done in this time. You guys have really been a source of community for a lot of people, and also fulfilling that chamber that is so it's just necessary to be fulfilled, that taking care of ourselves, wellness, mental, physical, wellness.
You're so kind. You're so kind. My one little, by the way, just since you mentioned her, I like to say that I discovered Cynthia Erivo.
Tell me how.
Only because I saw her in a show, before she had hit. It was a show called, believe it or not, I Can't Sing.
Oh.
Has she ever told you about that show?
No.
Oh my gosh. My husband and I were watching the show, and we're like,
who's that girl? I know. So
the fact that she does Peloton and you do Peloton, I think my head's going to explode.
Yeah, man. No, you're, not unlike Hamilton, to create something that you believe in, and to see it take off and connect with people, and over the time, people find their way to it. It's a really special thing to be a part of something that goes viral in that way.
I mean, I can't imagine, honestly. It's so epical what you all did. I mean, you were a part from the beginning. So I was just going to see if I could trouble you. Just if you have 1 or 2 or 25 stories. I don't know,
about what?
Any favorite moments that stick out, through the process, where it was just when you think of the memories that first come to your head,
I'll tell you the one that comes first to my head. And I think it's apropos, considering where we are at this time. There was no moment, no award, no person in the audience that was more important than performing for President Barack Obama and his first lady, our first lady, to get their undivided attention for 45 minutes. We got invited to the White House after they saw the show in person. To get invited to the White House and to get private audience with them and their staff meant the world to us. There is no more important moment than that for me, because to me, they were, he was he was the best of us. He represented the best of us. And so that moment's very special.
That's so cool. And isn't it true that Lin-Manuel did a performance before it was a big deal?
That was the very first performance, the very first. So where anybody got a glimpse into this work at all was in the Obama White House. They invited Lin on like a Broadway night to perform a little bit, and Lin did an excerpt from a new show he was working on called the Hamilton Mixtape.
Because isn't it funny? Like, I think, because I have a friend who tells a story that, you know, when he first heard, I'm sure a million people have said this, you're writing a musical
about sure.
Alexander Hamilton? Like,
oh yeah,
when people were still saying that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, when I was telling people, because to stay a part of it, I had to turn down work and I had to, make sure I stayed available to be a part of this thing. And when I was turning down TV shows to be a part of a hip hop musical at the Public Theater off Broadway in New York City, people looked at me with more than a little dubiety. They were very dubious of what sort of my sanity, about how serious I was about my career.
So take us to that moment. Like, did you know? Were you sure? Like, where were you on the scale of like? Because you'd obviously seen the work already. Were you like already 100% convinced at that point?
The only thing I knew was the only thing you can know is how it affects you.
Right.
And listen, Quincy Jones says that thing. I love Quincy says, man, all you have is, he calls it God's lightning rod, the goosebumps, right? He said, man, if something turns you on a lot, all you can really hope for is that it turns somebody else on in the same way. So I knew the way it affected me. I didn't know if, there's lots of works of art that are not discovered or appreciated in their time. So I didn't know if Hamilton would be that thing that maybe people just don't get us right now and we open and close at the public, but then 25 years from now some kid blows off the dust and we rediscover this thing that we did. That I knew that was very possible, but I'm obviously so grateful that Hamilton has been celebrated in its time and that those of us that were a part of it too get to reap the benefits of that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's like so easy in hindsight, especially like for someone like me who's just like a crazy fan. I mean, I will not embarrass myself with telling you how many of the lyrics all I know. And I'm also such a geek, just so you know, I actually read the Churnout book when it came out. And of course, I never had the thought of turning it into a play or a musical, but I do remember reading it thinking, this is the best biography I've ever read. And then a few years later, and so of course when Lin-Manuel Miranda put it all together, like in hindsight, you go, oh yeah, of course this is the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
special.
Hey, so
obviously you've been doing. It's been a while since you left the show, so I mean, in a way, this is kind of looking way back for you.
Yeah.
Give us kind of the update. What you're up to?
Well, listen, I just released, only last week I released a single with international pop sensation. You talk about inimitable, Sia. You guys know her. She is a friend of mine. She has been for a few years, and she hopped on a remix of one of my songs called Cold. So maybe we'll make it into a Peloton situation at some point. We'll keep climbing. And maybe some point we'll be able to, hop on a playlist. But the song is called Cold. I'm so proud of it. I have, of course, Regina King's directorial debut, her film directorial debut, One Night in Miami, a film I play Sam Cooke in that movie that comes out on Christmas Day. And then it comes to Amazon, actually, comes to the platform on Martin Luther King Jr. weekend at the top of next year. And Christmas album, we have a Christmas album. The two pre-orders are available tonight. It is called The Christmas Album. And I have a song with Cynthia that is available tonight. And the album comes out November the 6th.
Where do people find it so that everybody here can grab it?
Well, I'm super easy to find. I'm Leslie Odom Jr. everywhere. So you can always follow me, you know, and I'll tell you. But
Oh,
the album will be available everywhere you buy
everywhere.
your music. So iTunes and then of course all the streamers, of course.
What do you sing with Cynthia?
So we do.
Can you tell me?
Yeah, we do a duet version of. I'll tell you guys. Be the first to know. We do a duet version of a song that was always a duet. And it was Sarah Bareilles and Ingrid Michaelson have a song called Winter Song that I turned into a solo for my first Christmas album, and me and Cynthia turned it back into a duet.
Amazing. Oh my God. Like I said, my head's going to explode.
I hope not, because I want to come take some yoga. I want to come take some yoga. I want to do some rides. You
Oh my
gotta
God.
have a head.
It's so incredible. Hey, also I wanted to ask you too, just like not on a super serious topic, but you know, obviously I say our community because my husband's in the Broadway community as well. So by marriage, I feel a part of the Broadway community.
Yes.
I don't know. I just like want to, because you know, you're such an inspiration to, I know, so many artists out there. Like, if you had any words of encouragement in this time when Broadway, when the lights are down, I just thought I'd give that space because I know I have so many friends, you know, that are, to say the least, you know, struggling in the arts world, and I think the arts need every bit of encouragement they can, you know, we will persevere in that.
Well, I have faith in us. You know, I have faith. We're creators, you know, and so creators are going to create their way out of a moment. I'm seeing my friends innovate all around me all the time. They're making creative things on Instagram Live and YouTube, and you know, I see my friends creating their way out of this, and taking this time to teach. You know, I think, did Billy come on here? Did you had Billy come on, right, at some point?
He did.
You know,
Yeah, Billy and I've known each other a long time.
yeah, me too. You know, Billy, I met Billy at a similar time. I mean, the lights were down for him specifically. You know, like Billy couldn't get arrested on Broadway, if people could believe it, you know, for a good decade. And what he did at that time was he came back to Carnegie Mellon and he taught. He taught class. He was the best teacher I had. I had some wonderful teachers, but Billy was the best teacher I had in 4 years. He taught an 11-week class. So I'm seeing my friends at this time think about, well, you know, do I go home and start giving back? Do I find a way to teach online? And so we're going to create our way out of this. But it's just, yeah, it's a strange time for everybody. You know, this thing caught everybody in the middle of something.
Yeah, no doubt. To put voice to it. Obviously, there are people that are suffering even more. People who have obviously lost loved ones and stuff, and they, you know, first deserve our most heartfelt recognition.
Yeah.
I'm just, because of this conversation and because of for Broadway particularly.
How's your husband doing?
Yeah, he's good. He's doing really well. He's in the other room. You know, he's potentially got a little bit of work overseas coming up because things are a little bit different. And, you know, he's directing MJ the Musical. He directed, yeah, I don't know if you know, he's directing MJ the Musical and choreographing it. And
there's your husband, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, yeah.
I had no idea, but I love him so much. Yeah,
he loves you too. Like, he's such a huge fan. I didn't know that, because like I said, everybody, this is the first time we're meeting. So you guys are.
Yeah. You guys are witnessing.
From where it happens.
He is one of the best we have. He's so extraordinary. I know his work from the ballet world and also in the Broadway stage. I loved the Broadway show, Paris show. It was
yeah.
I loved it so much.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, and so that's why I just thought I'd bring it up, because I know, like I said, I know for a fact so many artists are inspired by you. So I wanted to just kind of bring that up. But yeah, okay, so I don't want to take up too much of your time, because I know you are. And I just want to thank you so much. Just to let everybody know again, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. is my, and this is a little bit of a coup, by the way. Robin and Maddie, I think, had 30-minute classes. But because yoga is a longer form in general, I get 45 minutes.
Oh.
So I get to tell more of the story tomorrow.
Yeah.
Totally, like, you know, it's like unfair, but I was like
yeah.
So tune in tomorrow. It's a bunch of songs from the cast album, 9 a.m. Eastern time. And I thought to I hope you don't kill me. Like, this is so awkward. I thought I would give you a little trivia test about Aaron Burr.
Boy.
I think
It's
you
been a long time. We'll see.
him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, listen, it's been a long time. We'll see what's stuck. Go ahead.
All right.
You can try.
Okay, we'll start out. This is pretty easy. What was Burr's advice for Alexander Hamilton?
In our show, his advice is to talk less and smile more.
Yeah, good. Okay, cool. Which president did Burr serve vice president as vice president?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes. Okay, now this is a tough one.
Okay.
Because there's a line where he says, I think like my grandfather was a preacher.
Yeah. Fire and the brimstone preacher. Fire and brimstone. Yeah.
Who's Aaron Burr's grandfather?
He was the president of Princeton. His name was John Edwards.
Yes. Okay, this last one is really, really tough. So, like,
Okay.
no. But where and when was the room where it happened?
I know it was in New York City because Lynn and I went to like it's an office building now. I don't remember the year, but it was New York City. What year was it?
That's it. That's right. It rhymes with 1790.
1790.
Yes, you win.
I needed you doing the SATs. I needed you telling me it rhymes with.
Listen, Leslie, you are just a saint for doing this. Thank you so much. Like I appreciate you as an artist. Every person I've ever met that knows you just says the highest, most wonderful things about you. What a super genuine and lovely human you are. And so please, let's make sure to like do this in person sometime when we can.
And I'm going to be in the class. So thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for inspiring us and tending to our wellness. We appreciate it.
And obviously a thanks to Lin-Manuel for helping this happen with Peloton and everybody at Peloton who made it happen. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining. Big hugs.